Hmm. 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 Go so just waking up. Morning, fellas. Morning. Ooh. I'm alright. I'm like, not great, but alright. Yeah. I'm alive. That's about it, man. That's what we can be grateful for, right? But, yet, Smoke with grace. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm as good as you can throw me. Say that then. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I hang in there. That's it. That's my life. Hanging on. Don't really have any sort of direction. Just aimlessly existing. You know, like most people, everybody else, pretty much aimlessly existing. Keep chasing the dollar, make the dollar, and then spend it. Just survive another day. Keep paying the system, paying the piper. You guys know what it is. Pay the piper. Pay the tax man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm discombobulated too. Oh. Why am I lazy? I don't know. There's just nothing else that I really want to be. I guess that's maybe the best answer for that. Nothing I want to be. It's like, it's not really that I'm lazy. I just don't have the will. I almost don't have the will. Don't feel like I want to do just anything. Like I see a dead end every direction. There's just dead ends. Unless like maybe I meet someone on here, you know, and I'm just like, oh, and we get together and talk, and I mean that kind of gives my life a little bit more meaning than, you know, the other stuff, the other fluff, you know. Thanks, man. I mean, if you are interested in my group, if you're interested in seeing more of me, you can subscribe to my group and support me. I'm gonna start making. There's tons of stuff there, and I'm gonna start making more. Just throwing it out there, you know. Helps, but yeah, guys. Thanks. You too. I don't know, man. And they want something to believe in. That's all it is. They're set in their convictions. I don't trust anybody that's set in their convictions at all. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Oh, I'm sure. I feel it. I don't feel that. My indifference to it. We sure about this, guys? You get into you know the debates that go nowhere with religion. It's all good, bro. It's like that's what this place is. If you can't explain it, it must be because it's God. You know, it's because it's the unexplainable, and there is no other explanations. It's just God. but reason goes out the window. Because God is a opaque symbol of what defies everything, every other law of nature. That doesn't matter. You have, is it on purpose? I don't know. I mean, I've been, you know, whatever. I've been not eating, like, I don't, I don't eat much, you know. I'll have a slice of pizza. I bought like pizzas. All I eat was pizza, actually. I don't care. I don't care to give myself nourishment, like proper nourishment. You know, my life, like, as I know it, as I've always pretty much known it, is just dead ends everywhere. There's nothing calls to me, nothing beckons to me, you know? And therefore it's just wrong for me to do, it feels. Nothing feels right. Nothing has to. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this. What feels right? Where is it? And I feel like sometimes this is the way I think, is that at least patience to bring you to the right direction, you know? Thanks, man. Patience brings you in sort of a magnetic pull to something that maybe you were meant to do, sort of destiny, you know? I know I think too deeply about this, and I'm often on, you know, with crazy, have my crazy thoughts about that stuff, but that don't ever comply or align with society. Yeah, I was at one point. Hmm. My device I rented. What do you mean? Oh, Feldman, you. Hmm. Yeah. You know, I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't subscribe to the notion that people, oh, someone is special, and that, like, oh, they have a higher purpose because they're special. I don't believe in that at all. I think everyone is special. I think, but I think we always take the easy route with things, like just surviving. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's more of just survival and not anything inventive or creative. More or less, it's always about survival. So, mm, gonna change any outcome? Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like more of like incremental changes, you know. Yeah, once that's not the case, it's like you've lost your identity in the matrix. Yeah, but like, what is my identity then? If it can be defined by what I do, what is my identity then? It's a little bit deeper than that. It's like, I think everyone is in that camp almost. Like, I am this person. I am what I do for my profession. I am what I do for my, like, and that's it. You know? Yeah, it's the journey. It's weird, man. It's like I could do a lot, you know. I could do this bodybuilding thing, but I don't. It doesn't. Something's not. Just doesn't feel right. It's not that I want to like just, you know. I don't know. I need a. I feel. I don't know. I feel something that pulls me, man. It just pulls me, and I could be just obsessed, and I could be just delusional, man, and I think we all live in that delusional state of mind where we always actualize. As human beings, we can never be close to the truth because we actualize the truth. We twist everything, we contort everything to our liking, to what we want to believe. Maybe they will align with some other people, maybe they won't, and it's just like that's all it is. It's all conjecture. A whole like nebulous cloud of conjecture just raining over you, just like no answers, just so many questions, you know. Hmm. Anyways, you guys know me, you guys know how I get deep with things. I get deep. Because I used to look at the mirror, you know, and I used to be like, who am I? What does it mean to be me? And I was gone. Just like that. And I mean it. Like I am I have these I have that kind of brain where where I'm fucking out. I'm out of my body now. And I have that sort of schizo mind, like where I'm like, you know, oh, I feel things that aren't there, you know. I can taste things before they, you know. I could like when I'm thinking of like when I'm ordering something on website or whatever, or on DoorDash or something, I can taste it already. I can taste it. I can taste the metal of blood in my mouth. You know, sometimes it's just I can taste it. Yeah, I don't know. That's I know I'm different. Like people, I've asked people, can you do this? Do you have? Can you feel the sensation of being stabbed when you're not when you haven't been stabbed? They're like, no. Can you eat? Can you taste something before you even smell it, or taste like or feel it, or anything? Can you taste it already ahead of time? I'm like, no, I can't do that. It's like, well, I say, yeah, I'm different, man. I can taste it. I can feel it. I used to have that vision when I was a kid. I got stabbed in my groin, and that's all I could. I could feel it. I could feel the metal in my fucking side. You know. I could feel the penetration of the freaking knife. All in my head. I make that. I made a whole like like a systematic pain uh, deprivation, you know. When I was young, it was like I felt it all. I felt it. Yeah. No, I mean that doesn't do anything for me at least. That's not something that's even an option because I don't know. There is a quote that was like, "Oh, if you're stupider than your therapist, it works." Not saying that anyone's stupid that goes to therapy, but there was a quote that said that if you're dumber than the therapist, then the therapy works. I don't know. I know there's a need for people, you know, they gravitate. Yeah, they gravitate towards it. There's a clamoring always to fix people, and that's where you know, you'll likely just be exploited in a different way. you know? They'll just make you think that you have more, you know, more problems. It's like, oh, problem. Everything's a problem with me, you know? It's like, well, do they ever give you a solution when you go to therapy? No. They say, well, try to think like this. They give you practical advice. Like, what? Okay, well, I didn't have to pay you for that. Like, oh, how about you change your mindset? Oh, it's just brilliant, man. Oh my God. You're so brilliant. Oh, why didn't I think change my mindset? My God. Change the way that you think. Oh my God. Give this guy a medal. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, I could have gotten that advice for free from my mom. Well, you know, well, that's the problem. It's just, you know, you change your mind and then you change your feelings, and yeah, it's like, what? Yeah, duh, exactly. Oh, wow. So profound, guys. Oh, the insight. Oh, wow. I'm so inundated with insight. Oh my God. Like, I was like, this is the most nothing burger fucking shit ever. Like, it's therapy, but I don't know. A little more in depth and can help. Well, then that isn't that just brainwashing? You know, changing the way that you think, going to therapy to have help you change the way that you think. It's sort of just another wave, another like semantic for brainwashing. You know, people go to hypnotherapists where they're like, you know, get hypnotized into, oh, I'm better now. I'm feeling good. The air is all like, you know, it's warmer and it feels good, and I'm out and I'm exercising again, and but it's like, I don't know. I think all too much we're trying to fix a problem that isn't there. I'm different. I know that. I'm very different. I've explained that to you guys on here, that that my abilities are different than yours, you know, and you guys are different than me. And it's like, so how do we not just be like, oh, well, we're different. I'm a different person than you. I'm totally different. It's like, I'm almost like, you know, it's like I'm an alien almost. And it's like, and then you're like, you know, it's like, I don't know, the sheep and the cattle, maybe. The sheep is trying to, well, I guess a good analogy. The sheep trying to herd the cattle, and then, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Thanks, man. Thank you for saying it like that. It might be digging what happened to you when you were young that you blacked out and don't remember. But what happened to me when I was young? How can I black out something? You do people really think that I'm the way I am because I what? Because I got like, if I got abused or something and I don't remember it? I don't think so. Could never think that I was abused or anything, and I don't remember. I mean, if I did, I definitely don't remember. How would I black out something like that? I don't know. Don't remember anything. I don't think anything happened to me when I was a kid or anything. I did take medication. I took Adderall. I took when I was like 5 years old. I took Adderall. I took. My mom put me on stuff. React to stressful situations later in life. I know that's what they say, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel that I'm just more a solely product of my environment. I had the choice. I've had the choice to like hate people. I've had the choice to be like, oh yeah, fuck everybody. I've had the choice to be, you know, I've had the choice to like do whatever, follow in more traditional footsteps. I've had the choice, and I chose not to do any of that. Bullying, family. Yeah, well, I moved a lot when I was a kid. But I mean, I don't think anything of that. I mean, I get that these are like, this is always what people chalk up people to be, is what their environment is. And I think it's very far from the truth. I think a lot of people choose to do the things that they do. It's like my aunt. My aunt says, "Oh, I was promiscuous because my daddy wasn't there for me or something." I'm like, well, maybe you're just a whore. Like maybe that's just who you are. Like, and maybe you just embrace that and stop being like using excuses to back it up, like to have a scapegoat. It's so easy to be like that. Oh, I'm this way because my dad's an alcoholic. I'm not like, I never say that. I'm not like, oh, my dad, because my dad never showed me love or played catch with me. that I am the way I am. Like, no, I don't know. For me, that's not how it is. My dad didn't have a dad growing up. He was adopted. You know, I think it can affect you, and I mean, but of course it can affect you. But I don't think. I think some people it's just the way it is, man. When young, and it can act out later. That too, yeah. Well, like, I never been a violent person. I never hurt anyone. Like, I never wanted to hurt anyone. The idea of therapy is to work through it and give you tools to make choices that are better for you. But that's a social conditioning. You understand? That's better for society. Everything a therapist is going to try to get you to do is get you to start thinking like is to be a better cog for society. They're just they're just trying to, I mean, maybe they want to help people. Maybe that's why they got into it, but really, you go there and you're in this setting where two people of the same, they're the same, not same people, but they're people, and that's what they have in common. And one thinks that they're have more advice or something in the category, or someone thinks, or yeah, like, I don't know. It's like, aren't isn't any isn't can't anybody be a therapist, is my point, I guess. Like, I could talk to anybody and they could help me just as much as a therapist. That's what a therapist is. That's my whole point, I guess. And like, and yeah, it's always to acclimate you to society, back to society. You know? Mm, no, for your choices, yeah. Oh, I take accountability. Yeah. I'm not saying, oh, poor me. I'm saying, like, I don't know where I belong. I'm saying I don't, and I almost don't care to find out. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the trudge of life, just like for no reason. There's no like reason for your doing, most of the time. Maybe some people are like, oh, well, family keeps me together, oh, my kids, and that's like, I don't have kids. And I don't think I would even think that way if I did for some reason. I just don't have that brain. I'm not like, oh, wow, I'm so, insanely in love with my kids and I need to do everything for them. It's like, I don't know. I don't have that brain. I just don't think that way. I wouldn't be a good, like, dad. Because I like, if I had kids, I would just be like, well, this is the way that life is. And I would tell them, if they ask me a question, I would tell them bluntly, like, the answer. Like I would say to an adult. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, oh, they do. Like, no. I'm gonna like, if you're a kid, I'm gonna try to treat you like a young person. You're a person. It's like, knock off that baby language crap. I mean, you can, like, but like, I don't know. View is heresy. No, I don't think what others say is no. I think I value like people. You know, heresy. Speaking out of my belief system. What do you mean? I mean, so that's not the right word. You're a if you're. Yeah, I was gonna say. You would be a heretic too. Hearsay, yeah, hearsay. Oh, I don't know, man. I No, it's not hearsay. It's just a formulation of well thought of I thinking. I guess I think a lot, man. I've come to a lot of conclusions, and sometimes they're different. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to try to be someone that wouldn't have these thoughts. And then I'm not, like, oh, you know, like, living in someone else's shoes for a minute, like, you know what I mean? Rather than just like, I take people's thoughts and I weigh them. I'm not always just like, oh, this is what I think and that's it. I never am like that. Because I'm interchangeable. I'm very not set in convictions, man. Always. I'm like, oh, well, it could be. Oh, it could be this. It could be like, I could be. Like, I vacillate between convictions because I'm not set in any of them. Like, in my ideas. Hmm. So, yeah, it's not that I think you were right and I'm right, or I'm right and you're wrong. That's never the case. Like, that's a stupid mindset of things. Like, I think everyone is like super has a super good point all the time. I mean, even if they potentially don't, or the person that has the idea of way the creative idea, which I have creative ideas, where I'm like, I'm way out there with my ideas, way out there, so far out that people can't understand me, and that's why I'm a genius. Like that's why I have the genius mind. I have a genius mind because I think of people. Most people think of what is, and I think of what could be. That's the difference. That's why I have the genius mind. Everyone does have it, but people try to weigh in on, they try to do, um, they try to stop themselves. They get curbed by society. It's not that I'm, I never think that I'm special or anything. Um, but I have that mind that deviates super from the norm, always, always. Like, and then I'm like, I go down rabbit holes. My mind goes down rabbit holes. I can't focus. Also, I have a very bad focus. I'm smart, and because I'm smart, I can't focus on anything. I can't even commit to anything. It's strange, you know. People say, I mean, it's ADHD or whatever, but I'm bright, like, and I'm not, I'm not like a little bit above average intelligence probably, and then but my mind is, as a creative engine, it's it's way more than normal as being creative. I think of things, I think of ways ideas that I can put together. I think of um, I think a lot of things, man. I think of music in different terms. I think of art in different terms, like in things that can be explored. I don't know. Yeah. When I was 5, my mom put me on. I was like 5 years old. Never liked Adderall or anything. I don't do that. Like, it wasn't good for me. It made me irritated. Very irritated. I get mad at everyone. I was always that person at school or whatever that just never fit in. I'm that guy. I'm that person. I'm like that Kurt Cobain. Like probably like never really had many friends. I don't never socialize. I was like, a bit more sad I think than others. Yeah, exactly. I'm not alone. And that's why I like talking about it with you guys. It's like, and then that brain where it's just a mess. It's just fucking, it's just static, untamed static. It's all it is in my head all the time. It's like I have so many ideas, and then I have like revelations, and I have like, and there's nothing to do with it, nowhere to go with it, and it's like, why? Well, why did I even have these thoughts in the first place? Then there's no direction. There's no direction, and then it's like, oh well, maybe I'm just thinking because I'm a human being and I think, and if I'm functioning right, I'm questioning and I'm thinking and I'm like, you know and it's not so, it doesn't need to have a purpose, and that's true. I do come to that conclusion a lot of times. Is just like, well, oh, like most people are like bogged down by like, oh, is that useful like for something? I mean, why does it have to be even useful? Why does it can we just, I mean, because we're constantly filtering thoughts in our brain, right? We're constantly creating new, our synapses are sparking up, and we're constantly going down some other weird path in our brain that, nobody else sees and stuff. Yeah. I just pray that I have the courage, not pray, but that I have the courage to be my outlier, an outlier. which I do, you know. I don't know. Welcome back. But I don't know. I just, yeah. Guess it's overthinking, you know. Like, oh, don't overthink. Yeah, well, like, fucking try that. I don't know. You can't really. I mean, you know. Just interesting. Life is just strange, man. And it makes you depressed. Like, it makes it just real sad. Because there's nowhere, like, for people like us, like, where we belong. Nowhere, you know? Like, society shuns us and places, like, you know? And it's not that I want to so badly belong, but I want to, you know, badly, I guess, be seen, you know? I want to be seen. Man, maybe that means nothing. It probably means nothing, too. I don't know. You just feel like a stain, you know? Just feel like a stain, like a, you know, like a poop stain. Uh, huh. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know. It's different, man. It's just, it's like, yeah, it's just different. And if the end goal is just to be successful, it's like, I don't care about that either, you know? I don't care about anything. That's the problem. Like, I literally don't, I feel like I don't care about nothing, you know? Like, almost nothing is worth caring about. It's strange. I didn't want to feel that way, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah. Bald rocks. Yeah. Oh. The Bible. No, I don't believe. I mean, I loosely. I don't have very many convictions. So, like you guys, you know, Bible toters or religious fanatics. You know. Yeah. No. No. I don't think. I mean, I've read like Genesis and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is so fucking stupid. It's not even well written, and I'm like, what is this? The narration of it, and critters, and they critters, and they crept and crept. And it was good. It was all very good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe that. I mean, I don't like, I don't not believe that. See, that's the thing. I don't commit to anything. That's what I'm saying. Um, so I'm more, yeah, just I'm impartial. I don't. So most people are set into the Bible and they're super set into it, and they're like, "Oh, this is it," and no, you're misunderstanding, and no, this is what it means, and it's like, oh, well, you know, hmm, not always easy. Yeah, it's not easy. Well, cause it's not easy because everyone's the same. That's why it's not easy. Yeah. And that's and when you're different you just stick out. You I mean that's a target. When you're different you're targeted for bullying, even by adults. It doesn't stop. You get bullied You get like, kids that are different, they get bullied. Same thing. It's like you get targeted, and yeah. People apply their own interpretation. Yeah, that's what it is. It is their own interpretation. That's the whole Bible is interpreted. There is nothing that says do this and this will happen. Nothing in the Bible that says that. It's all conjecture. It's all opinions. I mean, we went over this a lot. It's like scriptures and stuff. They don't make logical sense at all. But yeah, I've read just proverbs of just little proverbs, plenty of them to accumulate and an understanding of what the Bible is, and what you come to the conclusion is just tenets to live by. I mean, basic human tenets that don't disturb peace, that supply law and order, that help with law and order. Those systems kind of coincide, but not really at the same time, so it's very confusing. It is curated, but a lot. It's genuine testimony. Well, they said, the theologians have said, like, only Matthew, John, Luke, was it Matthew, John, Luke, or I'm forgetting the other one, are actual testimonies from the Bible. Are actual said to be true. Is Matthew, Luke, John, and I don't know what the other one is, I forget. Which is basically the resurrection is supposed to be true. Like the theologians say, resurrection, all the miracles in the Bible are supposed to be true. Like supposed to be not doctored or anything. They're supposed to be actual, at least, and it's the most, and that's the most interesting thing. But everything else is not, has been changed, I think. I mean, theologians have said that everything else has been either rewritten in different text and then lost in translation, and through years, that's kind of what happened, I think. So yeah, the miracles of Christ was supposed to be real, and then the resurrection of Christ was supposed to be real. All the things that you can't believe are supposed to be real. Or at least written in that time of Jesus, of the time of him. No, man. There's nothing there's no more to devise from the Bible. It's just no, it's not real. Not all real. Even there was a letter written by Jesus saying that he was concerned. Literally, that's a real account for Jesus. The letter saying that he's concerned that the word of God will be changed, and is exactly what happened. That's if there's anything that I am more convinced of, it's that fact that everything was used. Everything was manipulated to cultivate a societal narrative purpose of law and order. It was yeah. is more of my take on the Bible, which as it is today, you know. But I think, yeah, Jesus definitely lived. There's documented proof of that, and he did write a letter. We do know that, at least. And the letter was basically of him being very sad that the word of God will be altered, and I think that is more. It's more of yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've read it and I've heard the proverbs from the grapevine, man. You know, so how have I not read it? The knowledge has come to me, you know. You know what I mean? Like it has made its way to me because people proverb like they do it all the time. Matthew 19a or what, I don't know. And then they say that, you know. It's like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I get it. I get it. Some of it, it's like more like wisdom. Like the Bible is like wisdom to me. It's like, oh, well, you do this, like, you know, and then maybe this happens, or like, like, you know, or you know, like, or Jesus's acts of uh, of of sacrifice, like being a tenet of love, being the only metric of love to me. You don't have to read it. It will never make sense. The Bible is not written to make sense. That's something that we can all kind of agree on. So if I whip my slave, let's use another proverb that just doesn't make any sense. So if I whip so I can have slaves, first of all. The Bible says that you can have slaves. And if you whip the slave and you beat him until you can beat him twice, it says this in the Bible, guys. You beat him twice, but if you kill him, then you're punished. But you can keep beating him, but if he dies, you're punished. It doesn't make a fucking any lick of sense, guys. But it's okay. You can believe what you want, and I fully support what you to definitely believe what you want. But you know, I will also believe what I want, and that's basically life. Is nobody ever agreeing on anything? It's not it's not even if the Bible is not supposed to be made up to be compared to other people's beliefs either. It's like it's just there, man. It's just like read it for what it is, you know. In my opinion, it's like, oh wow, now you're making fun of me, moron. That's very nice. Very, very Christian of you. No, none of it's worth reading, man. The New Testament is this, that's just a new thing. So someone follows the old one and then the new one. Someone doesn't like gays. Someone like, it's just stupid, man. It's stupid. Sorry, it's dumb. It's not moronic to even say that. But you can, I mean, you believe what you want, for sure, man. For sure. I don't, you know, no skin off my back. I don't think you're dumb at all. So for believing in something, I think you're, you know, we all want answers. And I think. Okay, but yeah, you can kindly leave if you're going to be disrespectful. Oops. Pizza time. What time is it? Pizza time. What time is it? Pizza time. What time is it? Pizza time. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. So when I picked up the Bible, I immediately wanted to put it down. Can't get through Genesis. Jeez. But I have gotten through Genesis, but it's like, oh my god. This is loads of crap. Just my opinion. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. The Bible is written in a way that suggests things. And if I was to convince people of something, I would not be suggesting things. I would be firm in my beliefs. If I was to convince someone that I'm maybe someone to be listened to, I would I would I would believe it even so much that if it's a lie, I would still believe it so much that I couldn't see any other way. Where the Bible just basically just gives you suggestions and it says things that are obscure, doesn't it even from a emotional psychological view, if you were to convince someone, you wouldn't use the verbiage that the Bible uses to convince someone that the Bible's right as a human being. If you look at the if you even just look at the way that it's written, the syntax. So if someone was to write in that way, make declarations in that way, you would be like, this is nonsense. But nobody does that with the Bible. That's what's interesting. If I wrote in the way that the Bible is written for like an assignment at school, I would get an F. Like I would fail that. I would literally fail my assignment. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So, yeah. Your present doesn't merit a goodbye. Mm. Mm-mm. I'm good. Mm-hmm. Plenty of places do, yeah. Because they're the easiest to convince that that's where they need to be. I'm not angry. I thought you left. Mm-hmm. Got myself a good pie. Angry? I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm not. Ow. Why am I sad? Mm. I don't know. Why is anybody sad, I guess? Mm. I don't know. I don't know. God, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. You son of a bitch. Mm. You're a son of a. You're a son of a. Son of a sheep. Son of a bastard licking bulldog. Thank you, man. Handsome Shrek. They've called me that actually before. Some people said you look like handsome Shrek. Yeah. From Wild? I don't know. Damn, bitch. It's insane. I think. You're insane. Ah. Start the gym, I don't know, whenever you want to. You can be like a zygote in the womb. Lifting shit. Lifting the I don't know. Trying to push the embryonic sac. I'm not afraid to go. You us. Not afraid to go, but it goes so slow. US. I'm gonna block you. It's too late. Why are you laughing? Wow. You're Shrek. Danke. 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 Not afraid to go. She goes so slow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Ooh, classic WoW. You can play WoWcraft. WoWcraft, bro. Who wants to play WoWcraft? Always. I do. What? What do you mean, asshole? I have active fucking game time. You dip? You dip? Oh, wait. What? Oh, wait. What? Oh. Oh, okay. What? Sound of chewing. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But I hear you. How about that sound of burping? Do you not like that? about that burp fart? Is that too much for you? Yeah, this is classic, dude. And I'm gonna like, wow. I'm gonna play Sod. Where's Sod, dude? This is just classic. This is Sod. Oh, mode. Here we go. Season of Discov. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people, will you listen to me? Annoying too? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty crazy. I'm a crazy old man. ADHD, autistic as fuck. I'm so stupid. I'm a stupito. Stupito bandito. No, no pray to go. Would you go so slow? Yep. Don't spam, guys. Nope. It's not happening, bro. You're gone. Maybe you're in your 40s when you will. When will you grow up? You never grow up. What's the reason to grow up? Tell me. So I look more acceptable for people around me. I'm good with that. I don't care what people think. I'm literally like a man. I'm a kid in a man's body for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. What should I play? Rogue? We'll do the 2 stream it. 2 streams. Solid. 2 streams. Solid. Solid. Oh. Civilized way. Mm-hmm. I behave however I want to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, mostly in society, I just talk to myself because I feel like I'm the only interesting person around. Yeah. I'll be like, no, usually I go to the grocery store and I'm like, do I need that? Do I need this? And I'm like, can I have that? Oh, well, and then people think I'm crazy and I don't care. And then sometimes I sing in public. They're like, oh. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people think about me because it's stupid to care what people think about you. Plenty of people do, but you know, I just don't. Who's a Fred Burger? Nice person, I am very sure you're behaving like this only for right now. I'm not serious at all. Oh, yeah. No, I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I have my highs, my lows. Just catching me on my hires. Sub TR. And no, I mean, I don't behave any sort of particular way. I could be very scared and timid at times, and then I could be very bold and brave at times, and pretty much everything in between. I'm like a maj-podge of just of interchangeable emotions. It's like I have like it's like I have like bipolar almost, like a I have like a mood disorder, I think, like a thing. Hello. Hey, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Yes, yes. Well, yeah. 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 Yep, 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 yep. He's playing still out of discovery. For others, unnecessarily, this is not in Western culture at all. No, I don't. Of course not. Why would I cause issues for me, problems with people for no reason? I don't do that. I've never actually. I don't think I've ever was like, oh, I want to fuck with somebody one day, and I just decided that I want to fuck with somebody. I want to like be angry at them. That's never happened to me ever in my whole life. I fuck that guy, and I'm just gonna be mad at him for no reason. Fuck him. Like no, unfounded. Yeah, yeah. Hold up. A little bit. Not that bad. Not as bad. I should probably do more, but I don't know. Kind of don't want to. But not bad. Not bad at all. Ugh. All the women's compulsive cleaning habits are they come here and they want to clean. My mom would. I asked my mom when she came here, I was like, you should come here and clean. And she's like, no, don't do that. She's like, you gotta do that. It's like, no, you have to do that. And then we just kind of went back and forth and like, you, and like, you. Yoga. How much have I benched? I benched 405 for 6 reps. Juice again. Boom, boom. 205. My clean are two different things. Being more understanding. Yeah. Yeah. They certainly are two different things. That's a theory I have read. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're intelligent or not. I'm messy. I've always been messy. Everything's messy about me. I'm unorderly, completely. And I've never been able to focus. Like, if I get into something, I can focus 110%, 120, 200%, you know? But I don't care. When I don't care about anything, I just don't care about anything. Because I see dead ends everywhere, wherever I. If I want to choose to be a bodybuilder, it's like, not really what I feel like I'm even, like, I'm not compelled to do. And it's like, oh, just doing this for whatever, the same reasons everyone else is doing it for, which is just like money and YouTube views and stuff, and it feels cheesy and disingenuous. No, no bugs here. Natural? No, I'm not that. I'm not dodging it. I am natural now. Yeah. Was I before? No. Because I was born like this. I was born bald. It's a birth defect. Intelligent people do sign of a disorganized mind. Yeah. Well, I'm a genius. I mean, I've made that clear before. But it's the same as everyone else is a genius. They just deviate. They just choose to be social and they just choose to be whatever. Conform to people in society. Genius is kind of a choice. I mean, you can either look how things are or look at them outside the box. It's pretty easy. Genius is the easiest thing to be. I mean that with, like, seriously. Like, it's just looking at something differently. That's mere genius. That's all it is. Like, it's just like, oh, well, I mean, you could think of several spaces that can be innovated or expand upon or understand or even this space in YouTube. It's like how many creative things you could do on YouTube that's just genius. Like, I don't know. So many. I've thought of many things that I could do on YouTube to get views, and it would work. It would promise you it would work. I just don't care about it. I can't get convinced. Like, I can't. That's my problem, is I don't care about anything. I'm like it's like almost like it's not even like a depressive thing that much anymore. It's just more of like, I get sad, sure, but I just, there's no reason for some reason. Like, it feels like that. It just feels like there's no reason. I'm not whispering. I'm speaking at full volume. But anyways, yeah, I mean, genius is so easy, man. It's so simple. But people think it's so hard. Like, oh, wow, he's a genius and you're not. So you just give up. Like, no, it's literally just looking at things differently, constantly looking and moving things and positioning things, flipping them over. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a creative mind. Dimensions, like, You know, looking at every dimension, looking at, you know, it's very fucking simple. Has never been my strong suit. Before logic before authority, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I'm literally look like a crazy person. When I go to the store, I look like crazy. I'm like, do I need this? Or I'm singing songs. People are looking at me when I don't care, man. I never fucking care. People think sometimes that like they misconstrue that I care too. They think that I care too much or something about what people think, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what people think. I'm a crazy person and crazy in a society, and my madness isn't confined to, you know, these four walls. It's never been. I literally embrace that dialogue that I have in my head. I speak my thoughts. You know, whether you think you're right or wrong, I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. Manage to behave sensibly in today's chaotic, stupid world. Are geniuses. Manage to behave sensibly. No. Well, I mean, maybe. There's not really like I mean, there's not a particular, you know, demographic of person that is more genius than another. But typically, but like, I don't know. Genius is usually like untamed, like unbridled, either craziness or insanity. Like just fucking insane. I probably think that the person that's putting their head, smacking their head against the wall, has more to offer me in terms of wisdom than any of the society in society. The person that's in their nut house that maybe repeats the same thing that actually has wisdom in it somehow has more wisdom and has more and is you know, potentially more that crazy person straight up. I would be more inclined to believe that crazy person than someone that's in society that's brainwashed by society. Mm-mm. Won't always show his strength. Mm-hmm. Mm. I don't know. I'm neither strong or weak. I'm just me, man. No, I don't. I'll never figure out the answers to everything is simple. Yeah, love. Mm-hmm. Love everybody. That's the only thing I take away from the Bible. It's the most simple thing. Love everybody. Love thy neighbor. Love humans. At least try to love them if they don't love you. Make an effort to be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way or something, and then just leave them if they don't agree or if they want to cause trouble. Pretty simple. Mm-mm. Pretty simple. Agree to disagree. And it's like, it reminds me of the Larry David thing. He's like, no, I agree. What did he say? No, I disagree to disagree. It's like, I don't know. I disagree to disagree. He just has to be like obstinate. No. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know, guys. when I started doing steroids, mainly when I was 24. I did steroids when I was 24. Getting information is not genius. I can get any information from the internet. No, it does not mean that, though. See, that's another misconstrue of the word genius. Someone that looks at something different. Schopenhauer describes it perfectly, what genius is. Someone that is inventing a space in somewhere that nobody thought to go. Like, so Schopenhauer said genius is, or talent hits a marker nobody else can hit. Genius hits a marker nobody else can see. A target that nobody else can see. It's simple to be a genius. It is. It's way more simple than being intelligent. Intelligent is a genetic thing, usually. Or I think you can potentiate your intelligence a little bit, but a lot of it is genetic too. Got to get old after a while, start to feel like they are closing in on. No, it doesn't get old. I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, I'm always like here, like I'm not confined by the walls, you know. Like, look, you know, it's like if I have the freedom to go out and I get to go outside, you know, it's like, well, if I had to be in there and I had to be, like, and it was like a prison and I was confined, then it's different, you know. You know, wisdom is the only thing to pervade. Yeah. What is this? You know. Yeah, existing knowledge, but a genius creates entirely new paradigms. Thank you. Yeah, perfectly said. Thank you. Yep. Usually geniuses are like inventors, people that are looking outside the box. Yeah, the whole different paradigms. Exactly. You couldn't have said it better. That's different. See, but people misconstrue it so much. And they're like, oh, wow, he's like such a genius. And like it's so, it's very easy to be a genius. You just need to look around you. Where is the space that you need to fill? You're like, that's genius. Where's the space that needs filling? Where's the thought that nobody thought about? You know? That's all it is. It's simple to be a genius, and there's plenty of people that are very intelligent people that aren't geniuses, you know? High IQ, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're a genius. High IQ does not mean you're a genius. You know? Many are rich. What is that? Profound, easy in making copies of our genes in form of children so that they can continue so genius. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a little boy that I saw on YouTube that studied butterflies. I use this one all the time because because I think of it a lot. And the butterflies, it was said that previously, it was said that a caterpillar doesn't retain its memory after being after evolving into a butterfly. And so the kid was obsessed with butterflies, and he did experiments himself. And he used, comprehensive logic, and and he came up with he did a study experimenting, and he found that basically he used swabs of like different kind of scents that the caterpillars were exposed to before they're getting in their chrysalis and becoming a butterfly. And he and what he found was that they preferred the familiar smells when they were caterpillars. So, which was basically proven, not exactly proven, I don't think, because there's other reasons why I think that they would prefer other smells, but yeah, that was the study. He really went deep into it. It's a little boy. I think he was like 8 years old or something, and he's a genius. There you go. Bam. Because he looked at something and he was like, well, I'm obsessed with butterflies and I want to figure out, like, and people have said that that caterpillars do not, their memory is wiped. And he's like, oh, well, I want to prove that wrong, or see if that's wrong. There you go. A genius. Little kid. It's curiosity almost that fucking someone makes someone a genius. U.S. presidents, except 2, have been from what is that? I'm still confused. The stars get more intricate the more you think about them. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I mean, I have visions in my head that are genius. I mean, you can't. That I have, ideas that are genius all the time. I mean, it's like they're out of the box. They are the only thing that is. I don't have anything that compels me to go through with something. Move. I have to move. I have to put the pieces, and that makes someone that's successful. So also people conflate genius with success. It's not always the case, I'm lazy, and I aimlessly wander, and I don't have a direction. I can still be a genius and not be aimlessly wandering, and my brain aimlessly wandering. I mean, that's kind of more of but it don't matter. Anyways. Yeah. Muscles don't make you look cool. They look like giant tumors. Good, because I don't have any. Yeah, but yeah, keep it cute. I still don't understand that. I'm not a well-educated person by any means. People will outclass me in probably every academic feat, you know? I will lose. I'll lose in science probably. I haven't learned these things. I haven't sat there and studied these things like people do, you know? A lot of it is just time, you know, and just committing to something. I don't commit to things. I feel different and I feel like I don't belong anywhere. I still feel that way. And I don't know my space. I don't know the space that I need to occupy. It's just the fact. To I mean, I talked about making like a bomb out of like out of just out of pee, like to extract all the compounds from piss and make a bomb just to have it, just to make it would be cool, be fun. I don't know how much it would take to get there. I know how I would make it. I made it in my head. Um, I don't know. It's a good question. Oh. How life you get to choose the space. I don't know. I don't really believe that. I believe the space has to choose you. And I don't know if it has, or like, but I don't know. I live in a different world because it's like, all right, I can use someone as an example. Um, yeah, let's use, was it Tolstoy, right? Tolstoy had everything, he was rich, right? And he was super depressed and he kept trying to kill himself, failing and failing, or whatever. I don't know what his true story, his whole thing is, but because I don't have superficial information on these people. I just see quotes and I really like them. But yeah, and he tried. Yeah, he tried to kill himself. He had everything. He had the riches and everything, and then something. He had like an epiphany, I believe, and he started trying to think about other people, and that was the whole. Then that is became his whole philosophy is thinking about other people, living for people, like, you know, being empathetic or whatever, and focusing. You know, the suffering only comes from uh, you being self-centeredness. You know, self-centeredness, solipsistic thinking, and and then he basically, you know, he had that realization, and then he somehow was living a better life. And I think um a lot of things and a lot of philosophies, new founded philosophies, if we were to invent something, like to come up with something and whatever, it would be some sort of revelation, you know. I don't know. It's interesting though. I mean, I think differently with that. I don't think always like I have to do and do and do. I have to wait. I have to the direction appear, you know? And if I don't wait, I'm gonna be missing, I'll miss it, you know? It's weird that I think like that. I know, because it's opposite of what people genuinely believe. But I don't know. It kind of has served me well in my life. It's just missing pieces and shit. But yeah, let me tell you. Let's get the. I'll get the temperature, whatever the temperature is. Let me see. Hold on. Ancient world equivalent of bleach. Yeah. Yeah, solvent. Yep, detergent. Agriculture fertilizer. Taxed by Roman emperors. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I would use the ammonia to make a just to do it as fun. Like, well, extract the urea from the pea and nitrogen from the pea using some sort of something to extract it. I don't know what would do that, but chemistry would have the answers somewhere. I know there's that process where you can extract, to distillate things, just like it from liquids or whatever. I just thought it would be interesting just to make something that could rearrange molecular form and cause a explosion. It would be cool. Yeah. I don't know. I just speak my mind or whatever. That's all I can do. Yeah. Look at everything with like the ipake. Boiling. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, like, I feel like that would just. I don't know. Wouldn't that just. I mean, you'd evaporate the water, but then I don't even know what it would look like nitrogen or urea. I don't think you could do that. I think you would break it down. I think you would break down the nitrogen too. Actually, I think it would go in the air, and then create a combustion in the air. You know? No, not begging for money. I'm literally just talking here. Our entire way of living is changed, disturbed, and affected by inventions created by researchers in garages. Oh, yeah, yeah. All labs and universities funded by the most rich people. Yeah. Yeah, leaving behind a concentrated of sludge, organic compounds. Okay. Google. Yeah. I thought maybe it would break down the compounds that I was to use, for that. But that's cool. It's good to know. I always just use Google. It's good. Yeah, I mean, I always thought that would be cool to do. My idea was to make it. All right, so this was my idea. Take a liter of about a liter of soda or whatever, empty bottle though, and then just poke a hole, grab drywall screws and screw it in the top of the lid, so where I can take the screw and so I would fill with ammonia and the other stuff. And the idea is when you pull it, the oxidization will explode like a grenade. I don't know how big of a blast it would be, but it would be cool. It'd be cool just to see, cause yeah. And then no, you would carbonate it. My bad, forgot. I would do 100 psi pressure, and then basically how much air is in it in a bottle of Coke when you open it, before you open it, and then you'd have that pressure, and then yeah. So my thought was to get like a carbonating machine. Yeah. Nitrate by adding strong nitric acid. Purify the resulting crystals. Or dissolved in boiling water with charcoal and filtered. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to try for sure, just to do it. And yeah, I mean, you would use. I mean, I know it would work. But you use the pressure is pivotal in it, I think, because if it blows, if without the pressure it won't really blow up. It'll be like what is it, if I think fusion would be a fusion bomb. I think. Yeah. Or fission. Yeah, there's the fission, which is. But that's like. Yeah. So it would be like blowing out, like, yeah, it would all go in together and then out the particles, like atoms and shit. Medical advice about humor mentions it in passing, mostly using it as a dramatic metaphor for extreme desperation. Yeah, I don't know what the Bible says about much of anything because I don't subscribe to it. I think it's a little far-fetched for me, at least. You know, if that's the truth, then I don't really know anything. You know, we don't. But that's my idea of it. It's like, then you gotta question existence itself. Like, you know. I don't know. The Bible is like so boring, and like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have any connection. No correlations to anything. And if we subscribe to the Bible so deeply, then why don't we live verbatim to what it says? I don't know. I was playing World of Warcraft. But I make dirty content. My link in the bio. And that's what I do for a living. But I don't, yeah. The Bible's always just unintelligible. Feels yeah. Without alteration is ludicrous. How do you mean? I mean, do you believe in God for the sheer reason that we can't explain most things? Or do you believe in God as because there's an intelligence around you, because God sort of surrounds you? I'm more of the latter. God surrounds us, and the intelligence is, and there is a sheer intelligence in the universe that is undeniable and has been studied, and synchronicities and meaningful coincidences, the phenomena like of unexplainable things, or things that drive you that you are unaware of, you know, that are like pull you into a direction. I always believe in what you can't see. But yeah, I believe in Jesus. I believe that the Bible has been altered because that is literally what we found out not long ago. I don't know that they found a primary written letter that was supposedly written by Jesus that said he was concerned that the word has changed, and I believe that it has changed. The word of God, people have changed it. It's doctored. They changed it for society, for restraining and containing society, societal norms. Yeah, no, I don't have convictions. It's not really, I like believe in one thing or another. I believe that it almost like, it's kind of pointless to even, it doesn't, it goes in circles. It always does. We don't ever, you don't ever come to any sort of conclusion. Unless it's a self-found conclusion. If you're like, oh wow, I saw God, I saw him, like, and then that's good then. I mean, at least, and maybe even if that's not even just your imagination running wild or whatever, or we can't really decipher that either. Frequency. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's life. I mean, people are so, there is a quote from someone too that it's like, I don't believe anyone that's set in their convictions. It's like, how can you understand anything? How can you be so sure of anything? To me, that's unintelligent. But not neither or really. There's a lot of people. Intelligence is vast. It's not really, you know. But to me, it's just like, how, man? How do you come to these conclusions? I'm more or less so curious that how people come to the conclusion that they believe that everything in the Bible is right, or when it's written in cryptic and poor syntax. I mean, I just used the example. If I wrote something with the syntax of the Bible, I would get an F in my grade. If I wrote something with that, with the cryptics, like, it would be like, I could already see it now under the essay. Didn't understand the assignment, or like, or like, didn't, you know, went on a tangent. That's what they would write. That would be the criticism. If I wrote an essay in the way that I wrote the Bible is written, they would be like, I didn't understand the text F. Like, you just straight up. That's what my teachers would do. But I'm like, just because the premise of it and the whole thing is is written for interpretation, and you can't really deny that, because it's, I mean, maybe there's a world you can, maybe there's another dimension or something, but that's a whole other crazy thought. Being that the human body can be lodged international wireless standard. You're talking about electrical frequency. It's the electric the energy that our bodies emit. And being able to hone that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, science is unbiased too, you know? It's just logic. It's derived on logic and reasoning. So it's it's infallible to humans, pretty much. Not 100% infallible, but to logistical standpoint, you know, it says quite a lot about at least the fundamentals of things. At the very least. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Life is fucking weird, man. It's like buggy. It's like a buggy experience. You know, what is right? Who is? And then it makes your mind. It makes your brain hurt. Wireless body area networks. Oh, so you're talking about some other. You're not talking about what I was talking about. Anyways, yeah, you have a good one too. No, I don't know. Right? Life makes you want to make fart noises with your mouth. Or makes you sigh. And then it makes you cry.